We'll have to keep an eye on our temperatures and just see how we do. As you can see, Main Street, all of our snow is gone, which is good news because that means that we can go out and do things around town, right, Ryan and Callie?
Absolutely.
Good to see you guys.
You too.
You guys have been busy working on the new edition, yeah?
Always.
I like the title, Stay and Play.
Yeah, Stay and Play. I like that. Tell us
so
what
much
Stay and Play is about.
Well, it's spring break for the universities, and with the economy the way it is, some people can't afford to fly out of town. So we thought we would write about what there is to do in Utah, and specifically Salt Lake, from a tourist point of view, because a lot of times you don't see your own town from that perspective. So we wrote about 3 different downtown hotels and what there is to do right around them. So the highbrow hiatus is what there is to do around the Hotel Monaco. That's right at 2nd South and Main in Salt Lake. And they've got their own restaurant in the Hotel Monaco, Bambara. And I was actually there last night. They were unveiling the new menu of Chef Nathan Powers. It's amazing. He's really committed to the environment too. He insisted on they bottle their own water in the hotel, and it's one of the only places in Utah that does that. So,
interesting.
Yeah, it's quite tasty and a fabulous new menu. It's one of the best best restaurants in town, and it's right in the Hotel Monaco.
Nice.
Yeah, and of course it's right by the Capitol Theater and Off-Broadway Theater, Symphony, Red Door for cocktails.
So many places you can walk to.
Right. So
nightly entertainment.
Yep. So that was one, the Hotel Monaco. And then the second of the 3 that we talked about was Anniversary Inn, which is around 7th East and South Temple.
Is that more like a bed and breakfast?
Yeah, it's like a restored Victorian house, and each room has a different theme. So there's the Phantom of the Opera room, there is the Safari room, there's the Romeo and Juliet room.
Fun.
So a very romantic couples getaway, I would say. And there's lots to do right in that area that's kind of on the adventurous end of things. Saudi Thai food is close by. You can rent a bike from Wasatch Touring and go biking around that area. Avenues Art Gallery. You can tour the Governor's Mansion or the Masonic Temple. Lots of.
There's lots to do down there,
yeah.
but like you said, most people may not be aware of it. When you live here, you miss out on a lot of those things. So it's good that you guys put this together.
Exactly. I was going to say the third one of the 3 is we called it the Sleazy Staycation, and it's the Red Lion, which is at 6th South and about 2nd West. And we called it that because it's right by Broovies Cinema Pub, where you can watch a movie and have a beer. And it's by Dr. John's, where you can get some adult novelties and that kind of thing. And the Red Lion also has the Sky Bar right up on top in the hotel, and then the Charcoal Grill Room. So fine dining there, a great view of the city. I ate there a few weeks back. And so
not really
excellent.
places to take the family on spring break, but
No, but there's
adults and couples.
Yeah. But I would say that the highbrow hiatus, if you want to give your kids some culture, take them to the symphony and just get out of the house. That would be the best one of the 3 for families.
Okay. Good
definitely. Ryan, what's your favorite?
Of the places to stay?
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm supposed to stay at the Anniversary Inn in the aquatic room or whatever it is, because it would calm me down.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Amanda wrote this article, and she wrote a blog on our website, inthisweek.com, where she picked a room for each of the writers, which one she thought we would like the
personality.
best. Yeah, and she picked Phantom of the Opera for me because I like theater and I like dark themes. So, and Ryan's.
Yeah. I think she's trying to tell me that I need to go drown.
Oh, okay.
But,
I was thinking like a vacation to the beach or something.
Right.
Yeah.
She thought it would have a calming effect on you.
Me. Yeah. She thought that maybe it would mellow me out, and that
It's a
I
lot
could
of
just
pressure
kind of
getting in magazine printed every week.
Oh well, yes. And it's a lot of pressure for the 4 of us sitting in our cubicles to put up with each other.
Right, right.
It's a lot of pressure for Ryan to write about all those movies that he sees every week.
Yeah, I mentioned I went and saw Watchmen. I went and saw.
What did you think?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting. I was not a Watchmen fan, so I had a different perspective. But it was a lot went into it.
Yeah.
That was a tough one to make. The other one I went and saw was Race to Witch Mountain.
Okay.
Which, of course, the kids, it was a good one. I don't think there'll be any acting awards in that one.
No, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was fast paced. You never really were bored. It wasn't the sort of film where you're like, I'm an adult, I'm at a kid's movie. It was like, I'm kind of at just a fun movie.
Yeah.
A lot of tension in it, but it was good. The big movie this week is I Love You Man, which is a very adult comedy.
Billboards all over LA
everywhere,
for
and
that
it,
movie.
it actually is very, very funny.
I just love that title. I love you, man. It cracks
it's
me up every time.
It's also very, very crude.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
I kind of got that from the previews.
Yes, that kind of seems to be the trend right now with these kind of comedies. It has a nice, you know, heart to it, but it is very crude. And that, you know, and the ending of it is a little more sentimental than you'd expect because it's so crude, and then leading up, and then suddenly you kind of have this nice, pleasant ending. But it's definitely a lot of fun. You know, you also have the science fiction film Knowing comes out this week.
That's right, Nicolas Cage.
Not so good.
Yeah, well, I mean, the previews look debatable, and when the
Really?
trailer
Nicolas
doesn't look
Cage is
well,
usually good.
Nicolas Cage, he has some good movies. He's done them before, but
Yeah.
this one, I don't know. It didn't catch my eye.
No, it's kind of it's got a lot going on in it. It's got science fiction things going on. It's got religious things going on, and it all just kind of gets muddled. The acting is mediocre.
Yeah.
I mean, it did have some really good ideas. There were definitely some ideas there, and you know, you watch the film and you think, well, that is interesting, but I don't necessarily feel like they presented it in a way that was, you know,
Right.
well done. There are some neat sequences of you know, big special effects scenes, sort of thing, runaway metro train sort of thing, and you know, just some great set pieces. So I think if you go in looking just for spectacle, you might enjoy it. But as far as like a good science fiction film goes, it just doesn't qualify.
Yeah. Anything else coming out soon?
You know, there's.
Isn't it about time we start getting some new ones coming out?
We're going to start launching into the big stuff. You know, end of April, May is when a lot of the
summertime.
really big things are going to start coming out. You know, so there'll be some mid-sized stuff over the next couple of weeks.
Well, the other
but-
big one when we were in LA, all over the place, was Zac Efron's new movie coming out.
Oh, that's right. 17 again.
17 again, which is soon here.
Should be a big hit, I
Yeah,
guess, probably for the
you know,
teens.
well, it's hard to say because, you know, like the Jonas Brothers film that came out, everyone was expecting it to do fairly well, like the Miley Cyrus 3D film did, and it tanked. It did so poorly that it's been pulled out of most theaters to get Coraline back in.
You know, it's interesting to see because they obviously all want to capitalize on the popularity, and you know, Miley Cyrus coming out with another new one, which really looks, I don't know, looks somewhat debatable. But
It looks like a glorified
real
TV
life,
segment,
but it'll be interesting to see because she's hugely popular. Zac Efron, of course, was very popular.
Good
This
musical.
this theme has been done over and over again. 17 again.
I heard it's like a male version of 13 going on 30.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's been done over and over again, but it will be interesting to see what type of response or how people turn out for it.
Yeah, and it's, you can never guess. You can never guess. You know, the Miley Cyrus filmed it, I think, 56 million its first week, and then had quite a drop off.
That was what, the 3D?
That was the 3D.
Okay.
And, you know, the Jonas Brothers did less than 20.
Is that right?
Wow.
It was just an absolute.
Box office dollars will
and
tell.
they really dumped a lot of publicity into it as well. So yeah, you don't. It's really hard to tell right now. And you know, is it that no one was interested? Is it really that the economy is hit?
Yeah.
You know, are people not taking their kids to the theater? Is that something that's turning into
I don't know because
an adult date? Or,
box
you know?
office is still, still doing well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe people are getting a little more picky about their movies.
Hard to say.
I hope so.
I know, that would be
I
a good
was
thing.
very excited. I'm sure you were too, to hear about legislation passing here in Utah to
Yes.
attract some more filmmakers here.
Definitely, and I think it will help a lot. You know, there was a time in the early 90s when we were getting a lot of films shot in Utah, and that completely dried up by the end of the 90s. And everyone has been doing their films up in Canada because the tax breaks and everything have been so wonderful. There hasn't been any reason to do it in the States. It's just they can't justify the money. And so hopefully, this new legislation will help bring some people back into Utah.
Yeah.
Because we do have such a diverse landscape that we are ideal for a lot of films to film here.
We
They
have
go from
so much
mountains
to offer, yeah.
To the desert areas, to the salt flats, and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully that will help, and that ultimately helps out a lot of local filmmakers,
It does.
actors, production companies, and that sort of thing. So yeah,
Definitely.
that was a big thing.
Hopefully we'll have a lot more to report on that. Ryan and Kelly, good to see you guys. We'll see you next Thursday. That's
you.
going to do it for Kelly and I. Have a great day. Get out there, enjoy this beautiful weather, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on the Mountain Morning Show. Have a good one.